moment.
That was the moment.
Yeah, that was the moment. But what happens after the cameras are off? Is it Q? Is it don't talk for a while? Like what?
I love that guy. And we were together for 7 years. We took it up a notch from Stephen A. and I, because in the end, Stephen A. is more of a showman, an entertainer. So our debates could be a little sillier than the ex-pro football player now in the Hall of Fame versus me, because I do know football, and I would take it to whatever depth Shannon wanted to go to on X and O football. Wherever he wanted to go, I'll go there, because I learned from a lot of great people in this business. I tried to make him understand, because I handpicked him, because I really thought he could do this, and he can do it, and did be forever grateful to him for what he gave to me for 7 great years. Said, yeah, but you're not in this guy's universe. He won 7 Super Bowls. Nobody's in his universe. And Shannon got mad about somehow I'm disparaging his career. Well, no, he won 3 Super Bowls and he's in the Hall of Fame. And there was some misunderstanding to it, but there was no lingering fight about it. People who ran the show decided we should maybe sit down after that one, and we did, and we had a great talk about it, and we hugged and went on to the next day. So we were really good.
Yeah.
We got through it, but that was the only day I can remember where he actually got mad on the air.
You could see it, and that's where it gets uncomfortable, where it's like the chemistry kind of.
And I told you, once you cross that line, audience is like, we're out. Passionate about it. It's like my life. It's what I was born to do, born to be. And so I wanted to actually debate authentically on television where I took it seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to trick it up. It's going to be real. I'm not going to say anything I don't believe. And Stephen A. was the perfect foil for me. I'm from Oklahoma City. He's from Queens. I'm white. He's black. And yet from the start, we loved each other. And he knew from the start, even though I'm trying to like rip his throat out in the debate, that I always told him, no punches pulled, but none thrown. We can't get to the point where we're going to throw punches or the audience is just going to turn it off, because they don't want to see mad. They just want to see heated. They want to see emotion. They want to see passion, but they don't want to see strangle each other across the table.
Right.
So a couple of things to note from what he said. Essentially, one, he alluded to Shannon Sharpe being a better partner, at least on camera, than Stephen A. Smith. And then number 2, he believes that the Tom Brady incident is what started the downfall for Undisputed, and that's what caused ratings to go down. Nothing else. Y'all think he's capping? Yeah.
He's 100%. I think he's right.
Yeah, I hate to. I've already done trigger chat, but chat will never understood what my hot take truly meant. That's fine, but gang, I guess I'm gonna go 0-2 then, because gang, he might be lying, I guess, but I don't think the nigga was saying anything crazy there. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm missing something. I think that was probably the best take Skip's had in a long time. Personally, I think the
do you think that Shannon is a better partner for him than Stephen A?
For him, I can see it because the way that a viewer would interpret it as ex-football player who actually is very passionate on basketball. They both have their biases. So I think they have like a couple of things in common, but then they also have things where it's 2 completely different opposing sides going on while still also having the similarities. With Stephen A. and Skip, it's 2 non-athletes that are both going to get riled up and angry, as he would say, heated, but never go too far. I think, as he said, the issue with him and Shannon, even more credible, but then they went too far. So, yeah, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think he said nothing too crazy.
Did he freeze for y'all, or is that just me?
Yes, he froze. He had froze for a bit.
Oh, I froze? Was I talking though?
Nah.
You froze
I
a bit too far, then came back.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. Basically, Skip and Shannon had multiple layers. They had the I can respect your take layer, as well as the okay, we can get heated but not throw punches thing. Skip and Stephen A. essentially they only had the first dimension. They could only just have heated passion arguments for each other. Also needed. I think unfortunately, Skip and Shannon just went too far and threw punches.
I don't think Skip said anything that was wrong. I do disagree. I don't say disagree. He's saying that the fall off started because of the fallout with him and Shannon, which a lot of people were turned off from that. I don't think that would have prevented them from falling off eventually. I feel like he would believe that, like, if that didn't happen, there would have been no fall off. I don't believe that, but he obviously didn't say that. I'm just alluding to shit. I'm 100% with him. He didn't say anything crazy, in my opinion.
I think that people really what I really took away from that is he is very much aware of public perception of him, and he's always been aware of public perception of him, and he feels like he's never created the point of like super hate, want to fight until that point, which he might really be valid. I can't think of another time where somebody has just wanted to straight up fight outside of that Shannon Sharp moment.
Yeah, Suggs didn't like him in the past, but that's like, again, I'm not going to say that that's a majority rule thing like I was trying to allude to in my goddamn hot take, but all shit aside, nah, like, yeah, there was like maybe a handful of people that dead ass didn't fuck with Skip, wanted to beat him up or whatever, but now even a lot of people.
But did that not feel? I felt like that felt more like talk as opposed to action. Like,
say that, I don't think Terrell Suggs would actually beat up Skip Bayless.
I feel like that was more talk, and he might have, but it felt like it wasn't talk. After that Shannon Sharp incident, I mean, people were calling Skip Bayless racist, and people were saying Shannon, did this, that, and the third. This is why. And then there was a break afterwards. Remember when he took like a day break or something like that? That also really, really, really made it worse. I think what was interesting too from that exchange is that, and I think we knew this before too, he fought for Shannon to come back. And I want to know at this point, because I think Shannon would have went back. What happened? What did FS1 not do in order to make it to where he can't come back? Hey, you listening in the background, come here real quick. I've got an offer for you from prizepicks.com, the favorite daily fantasy sports platform for the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast.
Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players is what makes PrizePicks the #1 daily fantasy sports app.
And we're going to show you how to make our prize picks right now. Ever since Kirk Cousins touched down in the A, he's been playing my way. I've got Kirk Cousins and passing yards going for the more every single week. And you know our crosstown rivals can never get any love from me, so I'm taking less on anything Alvin Kamara related. Rushing yards, give me less, B-Souls.
We're going to go ahead and put $10 on this lineup, click submit lineup, and boom, that is how you make a lineup on PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com and use code LKIB to receive a guaranteed $50 once you place a $5 lineup.
Remember, that's code LKIB on PrizePicks, and tell them Omeezy sent you. Why do they not want Shannon Sharp back? That's my question.
Believe there was a hidden factor that none of us know dealing with the company, neither Skip nor Shannon. That's the reason they didn't work out. I will 100% believe them there that it was not just I don't fuck with Skip, I don't fuck with Shannon.
No, because we psychoanalyzed the hell out of it, thinking it was one of them, but in reality, based off of their words, it wasn't them. It was FS1.
And by saying unless they're both lying, which good lie, but I genuinely think sometimes, bruh, they telling the truth. It was a third factor. And of course, it's a $1 billion corporation. Maybe that'll help people get along with the take. But yeah, it's very likely that, they were on a rocky start or whatever. Maybe they fucking squashed it entirely. And I think that's a little delusional. But I definitely think that the company was a third person major factor there.
It's a big mistake. It's a big mistake.
Huge mistake. Yeah, I just think we overread that whole situation, because like Omar said, we was psychoanalyzing it like crazy. Some things can be just as simple as, bro, they were not paying Shannon enough. Like, Shannon had a price, they didn't meet him. Hey, it's over. Like, I'm moving on. Now, do I feel like Shannon didn't address the fact that it wasn't Skip? Maybe on purpose, just to keep, you know what I'm saying, the motion go. Maybe, but Yeah, I don't. From everything that I'm looking at, it does seem like it was much simpler than what everyone thought. Now, in terms of Skip's future, though, did this give y'all any indication of what Skip is about to do in the future? In terms of, because he said he's not retiring yet. Is he looking to get a deal with Barstool Sports, or is he still trying to get another go at national media? From what y'all heard,
he's gonna keep uploading to his YouTube channel, and if somebody wants to give him a shot on the volume or whatever sports entity that's on the internet, that's where it's gonna be. Unless it goes to radio. Other than that, yeah, I don't think he's gonna be on TV unless it's local Dallas cable.
I feel bad. I never thought I would say this. I do feel bad for Skip Bayless now.
I said that a while ago that it was a little sad. Y'all niggas was heartless. I was like, it's a little sad, man. We can't act like Skip and Shannon YouTube videos being gone ain't crazy.
Yeah, I feel bad.
why?
It's seeming like he got the raw end of the deal in both regards. The ESPN situation with Shannon Sharp or Stephen A. Smith, and then now even in this FS1 situation, he wanted Shannon back. The company, it seems like it was in the company's court to not get him back. This is something that they could have rocked with, and I don't know. Even them now, kind of dismissing him. I don't think that the Lil Wayne, Keyshawn Johnson, Paul Pierce combination was right, but I ain't gonna lie, Skip is 2 for 2. Until he starts missing, I would keep riding that train. He made First Take what it was, then he made FS1 what it was. That's literally he has made 2 networks. Well, respectfully.
Everything after Shannon was a miss, though. I will say that. So
yeah, I'll say
not 2 for 2.
Yeah, I will say the undisputed era post Shannon should have never happened. I will also say that there is an argument to be made that because of said blow up, and as me and you agree, because of not necessarily exclusive, hey, what about this guy? What about that guy that wanted to fight Skip? Notables turned I'm saying that wrong. And instead of certain people that want to fight Skip, it was like plenty full of people that either wanted to fight him or at least thought he was fucking racist. So at that point, I think that he wouldn't have the same, I don't even want to say aura, but appeal if he were to have a third show right now. So I won't sit there and say, oh yeah, we need a show around Skip. But
okay, so let me say this too, because this is something that is producer Cruz brought to my attention. I understand after Shannon it might have not hit, but who's to say who was really making those moves? Apparently, Skip and Stephen A had a conversation about reuniting their show in some sort of capacity, whether it be on ESPN, whether it be on FS1, whatever the case may be, or some sort of outside content. They had a conversation. It seemed like everybody was on board. The person that shot it down was FS1. So we could talk about the stuff that happened after.
That's just, one-to-one.
Yeah, right, we could talk about the stuff that happened after, but ultimately, was that Skip? And maybe it was still Skip, but damn, you shot down this one, you shot down this one, you shot down this one, you shot down this one. And now I'm just left with bringing on Lil Wayne and Keyshawn and Paul Pierce. That's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, I had a Stephen A. Smith reunion in the works, and gang, and y'all just said, fuck that.
Yeah, no, if that's gospel truth, yeah, that's just a one-to-one there. That would kind of prove my point that a third person was the factor in them not getting back entirely.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that's everything that's coming out now, there's definitely a level of, well, damn, I wish you would have known initially with the whole Skip Bayless thing, instead of just, well, see, this is what happens when you go at your guys and turn it into a whole conversation that it genuinely just wasn't in the first place.
So is this the "we were wrong" clip?
It could be. I'm still standing on the belief of, hey man, had your time in the limelight, man.
Just tweaking.
It's cool.
I'm with you, Souls. Anybody trying to hear that shit? I ain't saying I was wrong. I'm just saying, damn, there was more information to be known.
Yeah. So I guess I get the parade. I'm not trying to get canceled for the win, baby.
This is crazy. He could have made it happen. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta prove to me. He had 2 back-to-backs that were that big. I ain't gonna lie, you got 4 fuck ups in the chamber for me at that point.